mean, you lot, all you do is eat chips, go to bed and watch telly.
True. But you don't have to be so mean about it.
Hello.
Hey.
What's up?
What's that?
With it. No, we're not doing that today.
Restart it.
Restart. Rip. We should have did that for the other one.
No. Christina.
Maddy.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Pineapple and Lemon.
We're watching TV show.
Yeah, we are. And it just might be one of our favorites.
I will tell you, when we were in high school, this was the hot stuff.
Everybody was watching it. Everyone was talking about it.
Because we were watching Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Christina, if you could briefly explain to me your thoughts and feelings on this television show.
Oh my God, it's a roller coaster. It really is. The actors they bring in are fantastic, all of them. The writing changes.
Wow. For those of you that don't know, Doctor Who's an ongoing series from Britain. It's been going on for almost 60 years.
Almost 60 years, yeah.
There's a newer incarnation of it, the New Who era.
The New Who.
Which is what we'll be watching today, the series 1 premiere episode.
Yes.
If you've never heard of Doctor Who, it follows an alien known as the Doctor. And the interesting part about this character is he has the ability to regenerate. So he can come back as a different person.
It's a loophole for
And
having different actors play the same character.
That's the nice thing about the show is about every 3 series, there's a new actor who's the Doctor.
Yeah. Or if you're unfortunate to be the 8th, you get a movie.
Well,
and that's it.
But in this case, I've seen up to 12, I think. Of the new Doctor Who.
I think I'm about a season behind.
I'm making my way through because I want to catch up because there's a new Doctor coming out this year and I want to see it in real time. So I am currently in the middle of binging all of Doctor Who.
Okay.
So we're going back a couple steps today because we're starting with the first one that kicked it all off.
Oh, baby. 2005.
Oh, yeah.
What a time to be alive. I love those sweatpants suits.
There is definitely a level of maybe not the highest production value for the first few series of Doctor Who, but I will say the storytelling is still very intriguing. It's fun. They do a lot of interesting concepts with the idea of time travel.
I think they do a very, like when you're first starting off, they do a very good job of explaining it. It gets a little wobbly.
Sure, wibbly wobbly.
Wibbly wobbly, timely-wimey. But it does start off strong. It does, for people who are not really into sci-fi and don't really have an understanding of like time travel, space, aliens, that sort of stuff. It is a nice coax into that, and it's not like they just kind of hit you with it. It's like, let me explain this to you, which I kind of think is like a brilliant idea of why the companion's there, because every single season it's a new, let me re-explain this to the audience.
Yes, there's always a companion that travels with the Doctor who's usually human. And they are our inside look into the whimsical world of the Doctor.
And all the crazy shenanigans that he gets up to.
Hit me with that IMDb.
Okay, so the further adventures in time and space of the alien adventurer known as the Doctor and their companions from planet Earth.
What are your thoughts on Christopher Eccleston as the Doctor?
I do like him as the Doctor. I think it was a very good choice to kind of reintroduce the character. He's very quirky. I do wish that he would have, I'm sorry, Christopher, would have been a team player and would have came back, even just for the 50th.
I also like his portrayal as the Doctor. I think it's fun. He is kind of goofy, but also has that kind of bigger than life quality that the Doctor should have, where he's kind of intimidating when he needs to be.
Yes. He's not afraid to put on a serious face.
Yes.
But he's also still very goofy at the same time.
Yeah.
This is so 2005.
I know. I
love it.
The glossy look to it too.
Yeah. Just like the fashion, the way that the rooms and the decor, everything is very much like this is mid 2000.
It's funny in this, like at the beginning of the series, Rose is 19.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yes, when you think about it, she is so young.
You're so young and you're gonna go through a lot.
Yeah, right? Doesn't know what she's getting herself into. All she knows is she wants a change.
She wants to get out. Oh, Mickey.
I'm glad that they kept him.
The first episode doesn't really get into Mickey too much, but it is interesting that he's not a write-off character. He does come back and gets to do more than you would expect from that type of
Well, they do that a lot, though. They do
archetype.
have a couple characters like Mickey, like Bernard, that like they come in, they're in it for like an episode or two. We don't really think much of it, but then they come back and they have a more important role to play.
Yeah,
like a season and a half later, and you're like, oh, I remember them. This is nice that they brought them back.
I will say, though, I find the mannequins goofy.
Oh
There
my gosh,
is a
right?
level of like dread with these kind of like uncanny valley feeling with these mannequins where you're like, did it just turn and look at me?
Yeah, right? I think for them to choose something like a mannequin where we pass it by literally every single day and we don't think anything of it, it was brilliant. It's just, I would think a product of its time.
And I mean, like, easy to get props of it. Like,
Yeah, right?
if you're doing like an alien type show, maybe we don't start with like heavy VFX stuff.
Yeah. That definitely is not heavy in the VFX department.
To get that many people dressed up and being silly, they gotta be students.
That makes sense. Well done.
Thanks.
They're not students.
I like that he just deadpans a lot of things.
He's got a presence to him as the doctor that does feel like he has more control over the situation. Tennant is very like suave, kind of like down to have a good time. And then Smith is like, woo!
What are you drinking tea?
Love a good tea.
It's so English. A cup of tea will solve everything.
You got a headache, you got your heart broken, have a cup of
Have
tea.
a cup of tea.
Wow, look at that
Transition
transition. Rose Tyler gets up at 7:30.
Could try them. They've always got jobs. Oh, great.
Love how mom's trying to give a pep talk and be like, you should just get back out there. Apply to new jobs. It's not like you experienced anything traumatic
No, it's not like the building exploded.
that you were just in.
There's a strange man in my cat flap.
At least he didn't try to crawl through it. We all know how that works.
She deserves compensation.
Oh, we're talking millions.
Oh, my.
Thirsty? Just a little.
Have some tea.
I'm in my nightgown.
Oh,
There's a strange man in my bedroom.
Could have been worse. Look at the ears.
Are they insinuating he just regenerated?
Yes.
Okay.
But there is a transition. They did release the transition from 8 to 9.
Okay.
And then he literally lands, and this is like exactly right after he transitions.
Okay.
So.
There you go, you see? Armless.
Get it? It's armless. Oh, doctor.
So punny. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 for observation.
10 out of 10.
Maybe that's where I get it from. Subconscious much.
Yeah, but Doctor what?
Just the doctor.
The doctor.
Hello.
How many times do you think throughout the show do they have the conversation of
Way too much.
explaining the name,
Way too much.
going into the TARDIS?
too much. Like literally every episode.
Yeah.
I mean, you lot, all you do is eat chips, go to bed and watch telly.
True. But you don't have to be so mean about it.
That one hurt.
It's not a price war.
Look at them just having a jolly old time already.
They want to overthrow the human race and destroy you.
And then he drops a bomb like that, and they're not laughing anymore. I love it. I love it so much.
That's like the quintessential Doctor Who, though. It's
I know.
Joke, joke, joke. World is ending.
I can feel it.
Do you have a favorite and least favorite episode with 9?
Episodes? Oh, that's a harder question. I always think of Are You My Mommy? In terms of his episodes as one of the standouts. The Doctor Dances is those two. It's a two-parter.
It's a two-part, yeah. I think so. The Doctor Dances, the Mummy one, those two do stand out for me. But I think my favorite is actually the finale. I don't like the ones with what are those aliens called? Rexicorical Laboratories.
That's the planet they're on, I think.
Is that the planet?
The Slovene.
The Slovene, yes.
Yeah.
Those ones I don't enjoy.
You're like, what's the name of them? But I remember the planet.
I remember the planet because it was so ridiculous, but I can't remember the name of the people themselves. Oh, Mickey.
This is some good stuff right here.
Animation?
You want to talk about high points of the episode?
Oh, yes. When he gets stuck in the hole, like, this is spaghetti.
Whoa! We're stuck now. Mickey, what are you going to do? They really wanted to put a lot of time into the scene.
This is a very long scene.
It's still going.
You in?
How do you not notice?
It's plastic Nikki.
How do you not notice?
What are we gonna do tonight? I fancy a pizza or Chinese.
Pizza.
Oh my god, do you ever have that when you're like, you give like 3 options, but you secretly know what you want them to say, but then they say the thing that you don't want, and then they still are very insistent on it?
What 40 level chess are you playing when you're getting dinner?
I don't
Just say
was
what I
playing
want.
A lot of chess. Playing a lot of chess.
What was he doing there?
That's a very fancy place to eat pizza.
Yeah, is this where they went for pizza? Jeez.
Yeah, we're going for pizza, but we're going to a proper
Kitchen.
kitchen.
Real
I would
restaurant?
not go there for pizza.
No.
They got wine glasses in the background.
Yes, quality A. Love it.
I love it.
Don't think that's gonna stop me.
He just smiles. Chop, 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 chop.
Hey, he'd be good helping to get the pizza out of the oven with those
He
things.
would. He would. I think he felt inspired.
Yes. We haven't even been to the TARDIS yet.
We're about to.
Yeah.
They do take quite a while to introduce you to the TARDIS. I think it was because they just wanted to do like one thing at a time.
Little
For
breadcrumbs.
those who had seen the classic Who, they would know the moment that it was slightly introduced, like in the prior scene.
Mhm.
But for everybody else, we're literally Rose in this situation. We're like, what is this box like? You know.
I know Matt Smith's is like updated and whatnot, but I like the set that they use for this series.
I do too. I think that there's something like, again, each person that will come in to watch the show will have their doctor.
Yeah.
So a lot of the people in the Doctor Who community will be like, who's your doctor?
Mhm.
And sometimes that's the doctor that you started watching with, or sometimes that's just your favorite one.
Who's your doctor?
Mine that I started with is Eccleston, but my favorite is Tennant.
Mine is Tennant, both starting with and favorite. I watched one of his specials as the first
Oh.
thing I ever watched.
Yeah.
And then I went back and started here.
Yeah.
What about that headless thing? It's still on the loose.
Melted with the head. Are you going to witter on all night?
At least she's asking questions.
Look, Rose Tyler is a great companion.
She is, because she's kind of, again, she's like the audience, right? She doesn't understand, but at least she's asking questions. And I feel like she asks the right questions.
Mm-hmm.
And the important ones.
Any way of stopping it?
Anti-plastic.
Yes, of course.
Conveniently have this right here.
How do you stop anything? You use the anti version of it.
Anti-version.
A huge metal circular structure, like a dish.
Now, what in the world could that be?
I love it so much. Because like the doctor does it to her, but then she does it to him.
Yeah. Oh, action running shots,
Aw, hand holding.
which would slow you down.
It would.
Like,
You have to do the Naruto run.
while holding hands.
No, just in general, the Naruto run.
The shop with no dummies, the phones, the wires.
Which catchphrase is your favorite?
I say allons-y.
I feel like I end up saying fantastic quite a lot, more than I realize. Like, I think it's just in my subconscious now.
Well, apparently 10 out of 10 too.
10 out of 10. I do say that quite a lot, actually, which, again, subconscious did not know that it came from this. But shows you how many times I've seen it.
I am talking!
This is where you get to really see, like, the difference in the Doctor, too. Like, you get to see he has a goofy side, but then this is him being very, very serious. And he's commanding a certain amount of, like, respect and attention. Because everybody knows who he is, regardless of how many times his face does change.
They all do it, but especially Eccleston and Tennant,
Yeah.
have that kind of like bringer of end of worlds type energy.
Yes.
That it's like, no,
just have
he's
to give you a
scary.
look.
Yeah.
And you know they mean business.
Yeah. And I like that about the Doctor.
I don't, like, she kills me. She throws the bag. Just hold on to the bag. You just spent how much
Yeah,
money
you
on
already
it?
bought it. At least it got to ride up the escalator.
Right? It didn't get caught in until it gets to the top. And then it breaks down the whole escalator.
Even the wedding dresses.
Even the wedding dresses. Nothing is safe. They even got the children mannequins out too. You're gonna sit here and cry.
What are they waiting for right now?
They're waiting for Rose to get up the nerves to do something.
Yeah, they're taking their sweet time. Throw the ring in.
Cast it into the fire! That's coming up.
Not for a while.
Sooner than you think. I would just kick it. I would have that impulse.
At least get away from it. Like,
No, I'm just gonna sit here and stare at it.
Now there were these things, and they were shooting, and they...
What?
It's not safe. I'm so worried about you. Click.
Click.
Stay here, fill your life with work and food and sleep.
Yeah, they really, in this one episode, use a pretty common trope, but they instill it with almost this like magic fairy tale, like let's actually get out of here feeling that a lot of times protagonists are longing for. But they're like, we're going to give it to you in the first episode. We're getting out of here.
Yeah,
and we're going far.
Yeah,
from
it's
here.
not like they really dragged it out a couple of episodes and then she decides to go. It's like right at the end of the episode, we're like, you coming or no?
And you can tell she's ready to go.
Yeah.
Like,
By the way, did I mention it also travels in time?
sold. That's it. That's all you need
yeah,
to say.
is that
Just
what did
time.
it?
Not just space, but time.
Time and space.
Woo, double whammy.
I mean, we're not going to do an entire retrospective on our thoughts on the series and all of that.
That's a lot to unpack because it is a very long series and lots of different characters.
We talked about it kind of throughout more of our general thoughts on the series anyway.
Yes.
But for this particular episode, like I said, it might not be my favorite episode
I
necessarily.
don't think it's really anybody's favorite episode, if I'm being honest, but I think it's good at setup. I think it's good at reestablishing, like, you know, it's like what we said, for those who have never seen it before, for those who have seen it before, it definitely bridges the gap there. It gets you reintroduced. It for those who don't know anything about it, like I did, it kind of helped explain things, and you know that more explanation is coming.
I think speaking to, maybe you have similar feelings with me, but I kind of trailed off watching it, mostly because when I first started watching it, I got to binge it because there were some episodes that had already been out. So then when I caught up to real time, it was harder to find it in Canada.
It was actually very hard to watch it live in Canada.
Like, it was on the Space Channel.
Yes, it was, because I remember they were marathoning up to the 50th anniversary. But even then, I think, and it was, for me at that point, I was in the transition of, you know, I was just getting out of college. I was just about to buy my first place. I wasn't going to buy cable.
No.
So I was going based off a streaming service, because that was also during the same time period that everyone was transitioning from cable to streaming services. So if it wasn't available on streaming service, I wasn't watching it. I think you and I were together when they announced the 12th Doctor.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch that season live. And so for me, I did fall off watching it after Matt Smith. I think even his last couple episodes I watched after the fact because I had to wait to stream it. But it's been really hard for me to get back into watching it live. Like I went back and binged 12 and the first season of 13, but I still haven't brought myself back to watch the newest season of 13. But I also feel like you said, being in Canada, it's very hard to find the stuff to watch live.
As of right now, there is no way to watch Doctor Who in Canada through streaming. I own the DVDs for the first 6 series. Yeah.
Disney has acquired the rights for Doctor Who.
For distribution.
For distribution specifically. So in Canada, we can't buy the DVDs. We can't buy merchandise. Right now, as Maddie was saying, we can't even watch it or stream it on a streaming service legally. Unless you own the DVDs, which is, luckily, we have the DVD copies. So it's quite unfortunate that, you know, yes, cool, Disney has acquired the distribution rights, but right now Disney doesn't even have it available to watch because I think that they're waiting for the 60th anniversary to push that, and then they'll upload everything. You can watch Classic Who on a channel on Prime, but that's because Disney didn't acquire those distribution rights. So it's just frustrating, like, just make it available. I don't understand. Like, you literally have access to it. So you're just holding it for the sake of holding it. Distribute it. Give it to the people. The people want it.
So I think, like I said, we're not going to give like a whole series retrospective on everything.
No, it's really hard to, especially like each season is different.
Yes.
Each Doctor is different.
So I think we both agree we enjoy the show. We would recommend this show.
Yes. Yes.
I think if you're interested and you have the means to go and watch it.
The means. Yes. Yes. Well, who knows? Maybe by the time that this episode is going to air, hopefully, you know, fingers crossed, that it is accessible on Disney Plus for, you know, whichever country you guys are in. If not, you know, DVDs.
And let us know if you want to see us do anything on the 60th. We could always do
We could do a special, yeah.
something
absolutely.
for that too.
We could. Or if there's like a specific episode, maybe somebody has. Totally down to do that. Maybe Doomsday.
There's a lot
Get right
to
in the
pull.
field.
There's a lot of Who episodes you could do.
There's a lot.
That are
There's
one-offs.
100% that are one-offs, yes. So if there's anything Doctor Who specific that you want us to watch and chat about, or if Maddie had suggested if you want us to do something for the 60th anniversary, definitely let us know. And we 100% can do that. Or even if there's another TV show that you recommend or a show we've already done and you want us to go back and touch base on that, 100%, just let us know in the comments and we'll abide.
Wow. Thank you so much for watching with us.
It's been a blast and a half,
Had a really good time.
as always.
You could like this video.
Or subscribe, even better.
If you want to see something for us to watch in the future, like a movie or TV show, please let us know in the comments.
And we'll get on that right away for you.
Yeah.
Woohoo!